Taurus, hi. So this is going to be a reading for October 13th through the 19th. And I'll take a look into your recent past, your current energies, and your immediate future. And then I'll close it off with a couple of cards from the universe for you. And these are general readings, so they may not resonate for all of you. If they do, there is an extended. At the end of the video, you can check out the link for that in the description box below if you want. Let's see, Taurus. All right, the overall energy for the reading, the Seven of Cups. I think there's some choices to be made or some changes at play. But let's see, in the recent past, the Ten of Swords, the Hermit, the Ace of Cups. Something may have concluded here, but it does look like, you know, I'm not sure if you're the one that concludes something here, or if it's happening somewhere where you're a part of whatever is going on. But there, it seems to be followed by, you know, healing and kind of just not, oh, this ended, okay, whatever. No. It's there's a lot of healing brought into the situation, so that's good. In the current situation, the Sun, the Emperor, the Hangman. Whoa! What is up with this energy? You're looking super sharp here, super in your power, happy. You're also looking like you're a lot in the present moment, you know, which would bring in this energy of happiness and this energy of stepping into your power. So nice. In the immediate future, the Two of Swords, the Moon, the Page of Pentacles. My God, this is so cryptic. This is like, you know, how is this coming through? I'm having a hard time finding a translation for it. Like, I know what it is. I'm just having a hard time translating it. That we cannot see cannot harm us, or something like that. I'm like, what the fuck do you mean? What do you mean? Because you're super stressed about whatever you can't see, by the looks of it. But like, it's coming in as a teachable moment type of a thing. What we don't know, ignorance is bliss. What the fuck is it? Because it's like, no, you're not. You like, it's something that you would say to teach yourself and others, but you don't necessarily align with that. Because, you know, yeah, it would be the truth in what you say here, but at the same time you're super stressed about it, which tells me you're not aligning 100% with it, if this is even you. But I don't know, it's super kind of cryptic. But let's clarify. Let's do the Seven of Cups. For the Seven of Cups, you get the Six of Swords, the Ten of Pentacles, the Justice card. Yeah, there's some restructuring type of an energy at play. Some things are going, some things are coming in, some things are changing. Some of those things you agree with, some of those things you don't like, you know, just like any other type of changing type of an energy. So, we're waiting for Juno to decide what she wants to do. She's sniffing the table, and I don't know why. But okay. Okay, let's do the Ten of Swords. Baby girl, you need to move your tail, because you've reduced me to a corner here, and I'm not gonna put some more cards in there, and I'm not gonna have the space. Yeah. That's not gonna work. All right, let's see. Let's do something here. I got a suggestion. No, we don't. No, we don't chew on Mama's hand. Okay. She thinks I'm playing. I'm not playing. Not with you. I'm playing with Taurus right now. Okay. Okay. Wiggle tail. There we go. Alrighty, for the 10 of Swords, you get the 9 of Wands, the Page of Cups, the 5 of Swords. Alright. Kind of fighting a little bit against this energy of something concluding, something ending, kind of being like, while you see why this is ending and while you understand why something is kind of coming at a halt here, you're also kind of fighting against that. It's almost like you want for this to end, but when it happens, it's like, what? You know, no, I don't want this. So it's coming through as a little bit of a deceptive energy because it's like two very contradicting energies at the same time as far as this ending is concerned. On one hand, oh, yeah, for sure, let's do this. On the other hand, it's like, no, I will not. We'll make up your mind type of a deal, you know? Let me do the Hermit, the Ace of Pentacles, the Two of Pentacles, the Lovers. Like deep down, you're giving me a sense of understanding fully that this needs to conclude because it does leave room for everything that's right to settle, everything that's good that you need, that, you know, that's for you. To settle down, to come into play. Because whatever that is probably an energy that's no longer serving you, and it's like it needs to go. It needs to make room for what does serve you. And you're kind of understanding that. You just don't know exactly how that's going to look, what that's going to look like. And that's where you're kind of like, I don't know, you know. For the Ace of Cups in the recent past, you get the Seven of Wands, the Fool, the Queen of Wands. You're so... Why are you standing in your own way there? It's like 80% of you is an energy that shows up as super open to whatever feels right. And 20% kind of makes it a mission to go against that. To be like, I'll just be not okay with everything. Because, you know, I think it was because with that ending, things started shifting, started changing a little bit. And I think that's the part that you didn't like. And I think that's what brought up that 20% of you to kind of stand in the way of what was happening. Ultimately, I think things settled down a little bit in the sense of maybe that's her tail covering the screen completely because she's wiggling it. Ultimately accepting what's really at play here for you. I don't know why she's wiggling her tail. Everybody else is sleeping. She's the only one that's not. So why would she wiggle her tail when nobody's talking to her? Maybe that's why, because nobody's talking to her. That's Juno's tail is your 20%. For the Sun in the current situation, you get the Nine of Pentacles, the Tower, the Queen of Swords. I don't know why I thought of like the Kung Fu Panda. I don't know if you guys watched it or not. It's one of my funniest favorite things to especially when the Zen part is coming into play and it's disrupted all the time. That's kind of how I see this one in terms of you're in your own little world there, in your own little bubble of peace, harmony, love. You know, you're trying to spend as much time as you can with you, just connecting with nature, with what is and things like that. And I see things coming at you like no tomorrow. Like, you know, you're like zen. It's like fuck type of a deal. So that's kind of how I see this one, where something is disrupting your zen or trying to. And I see you acknowledging that, being like, you know, but trying to go back to your zen there. For the Emperor, you get the Six of Pentacles, the Page of Pentacles, the Queen of Cups. I'm not sure if would this be an energy that surrounds you, or would this be still your energy? There's a blend of energies there. in between what is the best energy for you at this time and what that energy is that is the best for you at this time, and it's blending with your desire towards this. So it's kind of coming. I think it's outside of you. I think there's some good energy outside of you that you're automatically drawn to at this moment in time, in your trying to keep the zen, you know, which is nice. It's nice that you're responding to it with an open heart, because you're probably going to need it to maintain a sense of zen. Let me see the Hangman. Hey, Zen. Hey, Zenny girl. For the Hangman in the current situation, you get the 10 of Cups, the Strength card, the 5 of Wands. Yeah, two different fronts here. The Zen one and the one that's trying to disrupt your Zen. Are you trying to kind of take a break from all the world, from all the nonsense, from all the everything? Because it's kind of coming in. It's knocking at your door while you're trying to zen, you know? And it's banging loud. So I don't know if there's something in your immediate proximity that's creating a little bit of commotion, and you are dealing with it because you're probably part of it, but at the same time you're trying to retreat in this space of peace and love and, you know, happiness for yourself, in which you will allow those energies that participate in the same way. But the ones that are kind of trying to break your door down just by knocking on it, I think you're trying to keep those away, which would make sense that you're not allowing those in, but they're close to home. They're close to home though. Somehow. I don't know. I think you're doing a good job in terms of maintaining a sense of stability and a sense of kind of going back within when things get really rough here, but there's still something rough around you. For the 2 of Swords in the immediate future, you get the Ace of Wands, the Hierophant, the 3 of Pentacles. It's like no matter how stressing it is and no matter how not great it feels, you're giving me a sense of I need to address something that has to do with the partnership. Like I need to go in that direction. I need to do that. Which I don't know what that is, as usual. But something. So it does feel like it's coming from a pretty stressful point of... but I don't, at the same time, I don't see you kind of just needing to address this from that point of, you know, the glass overflows here, where it's stressing you out so much that you're kind of erupting in that direction. I gotta do this. No. I think you're just stressing out because it's a stressful situation altogether, and I think it has to do with the energy that's knocking at your door. So... I think you are. Either you or another energy that's part of this partnership is addressing this. It does feel stressful, though, to address it. For the Moon in the immediate future, you get the Knight of Wands, the 4 of Cups, the 8 of Wands. Someone here is hiding what they truly feel about something. It's like if you and me were talking and you upset me at some point, but I'm not going to be honest with you about it. I'm not going to tell you what upset me. And I'm going to talk to you normal and all. I'm not going to hold a grudge necessarily based off of, you know, but like somebody is not coming out truthfully. Especially in those moments of something hurt them, something upset them. And I don't know if that's you or somebody you're dealing with. That tells me that somebody doesn't feel safe to come out and be honest about what upsets them, or, you know, which is not great. Okay. They want to, they really want to, but they're not, I don't think they're doing it. Let's do the Page of Pentacles in the immediate future. You get the 2 of Wands, the Wheel of Fortune, the 6 of Wands. As long as everybody here involved in the situation is willing to learn and to keep an open perspective over things, I think the situation might do a 180, might flip around into something nice. That's how the energies are shown up. Just as long as someone's willing to stay open-minded, open perspective here, like not get fixated on, hey, no, that's what I think and that's everything that matters, you know. So whatever is going on here, as long as both parts are willing to stay open, things might actually change for the better, you know, with a little bit of openness, a little bit of willingness. Okay. Let me see what the universe has as a final advice for you. The Five of Pentacles, the World card, the Page of Swords. Yeah, it's time to close off a cycle, and I think you know that, and I think everybody involved here knows that. It's time to close off a cycle. It's time to put something behind and start fresh in a new energy. Closing off a cycle for some of you could mean ending this altogether. For most of you, though, I think it means let's wrap this up. You know, this energy that's been going on here for who knows how long needs to change. Somebody here needs to break this energy. And I think the secret to it is this openness, you know, to try to not stay fixated on your opinion and your opinion only. And that's the truth and that's all that matters. But that's what I have for you. Hope this helped, and I'll see you next time. Bye.